Hi, welcome to Empty Hand, Open Mind podcast. My name is Steve Wilson, and I've trained in Okinawan Goju for 53 years. This episode, I'd like to talk about training manuals and writing books and et cetera, things like that. So, in the late 80s, when I was in Lindsay, California, I wrote a training manual for my students. So they could see what the curricula was. They could follow the curriculum, the descriptions, the explanations, the history, etc. Since that time, I've updated that like 4 times. So this is one of my training manuals from 1996. I was a Yondan when I wrote this. I was a Sandan when I wrote the first one. This is a training manual I wrote in 2023. This is my latest training manual for my students. And so this one has 87 pages. And it covers everything from history through interviews with the masters. And it's only available to members of the Koryu Koshu Kai and my students. It's not available to the public. But I want to talk about that because I highly recommend, just because it makes you think about your art in great detail, and it helps you to view your art in every specific component of the curricula. And when you're writing it, it really makes you dive deep. And it also makes you carefully choose your wording and write your descriptions so people of all ranks can understand. And in my case, I did my manuals in the kind of the order in which you learn the system. And students find it really beneficial. And the teachers within the Koryu Koshu Kai, they use it as a reference. And even high-ranked students take it with them to the dojo every time they teach. When some leave it at the dojo. And so it contains a lot of good reading material, but it also includes the entire curriculum. And if you don't have one for your dojo, I highly recommend that as the teacher, you think about writing one, preparing one. It'll help you and it'll help your students. In addition, in 2006, I wrote a book called Budo A Lifelong Journey. And this is about my journey. But this book covers through the eyes of a beginner, the senpai in the dojo, karate in high school. Yes, I was a blessed one. I got to take karate 2 classes a day, 5 days a week in high school, besides at the dojo at night. The curriculum of Goju, teaching, specific detailed technical notes, words from the masters, ego, do, the way of karate, bujutsu versus do, and about the author. I'm updating this book. You can no longer buy it. It's off the market because I am updating it. So I wrote it in 2006, and this is 2026. So the 20-year update is coming up, and I'm not done with it yet, but I'm working on it as time permits. And then I'll launch it, and it'll be available to the public. Anyway, it talks about the journey of karate, and I hope it's helpful to others. A lot of my peers enjoyed reading it, and they shared it with their students. And I'll, in a future podcast and on Facebook, I'll put out that it's done and it's available again. But anyway, this is just a short clip, and I just wanted to share with you. If you don't have a training manual for your dojo, I recommend you write one. It'll help you and the students. And also to just share that I'm updating my book, and when I finish it, I'll make it available. Okay, have a great week of training, and thanks for tuning in.